I think we have a natural desire for something mysterious, something that's unexplained, something that makes life a little less cut and dried and all put into categories. So what cryptozoology will do, if it's successful, is explain, in essence, the mystery, explain the unexplainable, and it takes some of that mystery away. And for some people that would be disappointing. The mystery itself is what's so appealing about these sightings.
There are definitely some people in this field that are exploiting the subject for their own publicity and gain. Don't want to see the mystery solved. As long as there's a mystery, they can get up and pontificate about it till the cows come home, as long as it's unresolved. And I'm not like that at all. I'm in this for the hard science. And one of the reasons I'm here is that I find the case, not just from the evidence from Lake Champlain, but from Loch Ness and from the ocean, taken together as one collective whole. If you look at the bigger picture, I find compelling enough to stake my reputation that I think that there is a real flesh and blood animal behind this phenomenon.
Somebody gets something, let's say a Bigfoot carcass, a sea serpent carcass, something that is definitely not known to science. Do you think the pioneers is going to see any research funds? We're going to get run over by all the Johnny-come-latelys. I call them the claim jumpers. You did the hard work for years, for decades. Now you got a specimen, they will push you to the side and say, oh, well, you don't have a PhD in such and such field, therefore you don't know what you're talking about. Let us professionals take over.
Once it becomes a legitimate animal, it's taken out of the hands of cryptozoologists and becomes an official animal of science, of biology. And therefore, because of their eminence, they have rights to it.
You're going to see so much greed, backstabbing, and you name it among the professionals saying, oh, well, now that the money's available, now that we have a specimen, oh, this is my field. And we'll be looking, where were you for 40 years when we needed help?
If one of these legendary animals that's held up as an icon of cryptozoology was shown definitely to exist, and especially in a place like this, right under the nose of scientists in their own backyard, that would really change people's perspective of the whole subject.
Once the Rang Pindak is discovered, it's going to change cryptozoology. There'll be more acceptance. People will be interested in Bigfoot, whether or not it's real or not, or funding expeditions, going to the Himalayas again. Any big discovery like that, I think, will have really many ripples through the field for a few years.
I really kind of like the fact that cryptozoology is not, dead set in its ways, and we don't have this set of rules that you have to follow, and I hope that they never get to that strict guidelines. I hope that cryptozoology can always kind of be outside the box, and there's always animals out there that we're not going to know about. Maybe in 1,000 years, when we've documented every animal on this earth, maybe we've perfected exploration to the point where we can go to another planet, another somewhere, and find other animals that we can work into the field of cryptozoology. So I hope cryptozoology never goes away. I hope there's always a study of unknown animals, but I hope that some of the animals that are now unknown flip over into biology.
The people who were doing the work, like Lorraine Coleman, my friend Scott Martins, George Early in Oregon, well, he's 82, we're getting to be like the old timers. We don't really have the younger people joining us.
A lot of the greats are dying off, Like you had, just in the last couple of years, you had Grover Krantz, who was probably the biggest guy in the Sasquatch field, passed away. And Richard Greenwell passed away. Heuvelmans is gone. And I don't know who's going to come after us. We may be the last generation. All I can say is that if that happens, if these animals really exist, people are going to continue to see them. And at some point in the future, somebody else will pick up the gauntlet and start the work again, just because it needs to be done.
I would love to see Bigfoot, given a Latin name, and actually, which some people have done, but I'd love to see it in the science books, and be a protected species in the Pacific Northwest and have it be something that can be legitimately studied. I'd love to see some of these deep sea animals, be it the giant octopus or these kind of things, be really, really well documented, and then we can work to protect them.
It's been a heck of a ride. It really has. And like I said, I wouldn't trade it for all the slings and arrows. It has been very gratifying, and I've met droves of wonderful people who are very conscientious and thoughtful in their approach to this subject. But aren't I lucky? I mean, I've got the greatest job, I think. One of the greatest jobs one could ask for.
There are a lot of people, I think, in the cryptozoology field that love the mystery. That's good enough for them. That's not good enough for me. I want to see the mystery solved. If there are no unknown animals or plesiosaurs in this lake, I want it to be proved. Because if there are none in here, I don't want to continue to waste my time. If there are plesiosaurs in Lake Champlain, I think it's very important for the human race to know that something that is supposed to have been extinct from the age of the dinosaurs is still alive today.
Myself, I enjoy doing it, and in a way, you might say this be my legacy. I'm doing more research than I ever thought I've ever done in my life. People across the world know of me. I'm not great as Lauren Coleman, but in my own little niche, in my own field, they know what I was doing, enjoy it. And to me, I felt like, hey, I did accomplish something in my life. And that a lot of people want me to do that.
I don't think that I would want to be involved in cryptozoology if I didn't feel that sense of discovery and adventure and Indiana Jones-like feeling.